Hello, my beloved, beautiful students. I am glad to welcome you to our lesson today. The topic of today's lesson is how to transform the energy of the air through your heart and send it to you and your loved ones as a huge healing flow. Many people come to me and say that they feel that their predestination is to heal others. Some feel the power in their hands, others feel the power in their voice, and still others feel they know how to heal people with herbs, but they can't figure out how to put it all into practice. How can you do it right so that you yourself do not get sick after working with your beautiful patients? In fact, this happens very often. My dear, I want to tell you that healing is a flow of air that rushes through our heart. If you don't know the right cosmic laws, healing is fraught with grave consequences. Imagine that every person has healing power. Yes, every person has that power. But it can become a very difficult karmic burden. If you don't manage your healing energy, healing against the laws of the cosmos and not following them, then you are taking on the karma of those people. The only exceptions are the cases when you heal yourself or those people for whom you are already linked by karmic situations. For example, these can be your relatives or your partner with whom you are already linked by karma chains. But if you start to heal a person with whom you are not connected, then it can have drastic consequences. I want to protect you and teach you how to do it correctly. My dear, ignorance of the laws of healing is no excuse. If we don't follow these cosmic laws, it may lead to very difficult life situations. A woman came to me about 3 years ago. Her name was Alice. She took a healing course and told me when she came, ever since I was a little girl, I felt that I had a very big energy of power in my plans. As soon as I touched my grandmother, her headache would immediately stop. So I decided it was time to take a course and start healing. She took a course where they told her she can now heal people. When she started healing with her hands, she began to notice that after each healing, she began experiencing the same symptoms and same painful sensations as the person. But these symptoms lasted exactly until the arrival of the new patient. At first, she didn't pay any attention to this. But the purpose of her coming was quite different. She came and said, "I'm a healer. I heal people." But now, my 5-year-old niece has cancer. We don't have a predisposition in our family. Nobody in our family had cancer. Where did she get this horrible disease? And the girl is just melting before our eyes. Help me. When they brought the girl to me and I made a diagnosis, I immediately saw a picture. Alice healing a woman with cancer. I asked Alice, "Have you ever had a patient who had cancer?" She said she had. I kept looking further, and I saw Alice take this woman's illness and carry it over to herself. After that, some time passed. About half an hour, she met her niece. They were sitting at the table and the niece had a runny nose. And Alice's sister said, "Come to your aunt and she will heal you, for she is a healer." And the aunt put her hands on the girl's head to heal her from the runny nose. It was at that moment that the spirit of illness passed on to the girl. When I saw this and told Alice about it, she realized how unprotected she was in this healing because she didn't follow the main cosmic laws of a healer. I will tell you a little later how this story developed. Now I want to tell you, my beloved, I myself was trained as a healer from my early childhood. My shamanic family has been healing people for 10,000 years and many generations. And each time that gift gets stronger and stronger. Since my childhood, I was taught how to use the cosmic laws correctly and how to properly purify my subtle bodies. Needless to say that I still perform purification rituals for myself. Every 3 months, I go to holy places and perform rituals at the places of power, where I ask to direct the karmas of those people that I have taken to the earth and to the spirit of the lower world. I continue to improve my skills, and I continue to learn, and I live strictly by the cosmic laws of healing. I will definitely teach you, but I can pass this knowledge on our seminars and individual training. So let's meet there to learn. And now remember that there is a blessing from a higher cosmic power to heal yourself, your family, and your partner. This is the healing energy that you have. Today, you and I are going to perform a ritual. As always, I ask you to prepare for it. Ventilate your space. Please light an incense stick. Place a candle and turn off your phones. Keep your spine straight. Put on your amulet of power if you have already bought one at my seminars. If you do not have it, I will pass to you the power of my amulet. Put a photo of your loved one whom you will heal, or a photo of yourself. Also prepare a small cup of salt on top, of which you can place the photo. You can use any kinds of salt: sea salt, Himalayan pink salt, or ordinary white table salt. Tune in, get ready for our ritual. My dear, what does it take to become a true healer of human souls? To become one, the healer must follow certain rules. I live by them, and I always recommend my students the same. The first rule is to live a healthy lifestyle. Imagine that cosmic energy is flowing through you. If you think that you heal with your energy, you should know that your energy is not enough, and after healing, you will feel devastated. A real healer connects to higher energy flows and gives that energy back to people. Imagine if your body doesn't let that energy through. For example, the channels in your subtle bodies are very small, and the energy cannot pass through. If you do not eat right, if you do not lead a healthy lifestyle, if you do not do sports, then these channels will be very narrow, and a huge stream of energy simply will not be able to pass through. Even if it passes through you, you will feel uncomfortable, maybe even painful sensations. So the first thing we do is we start living a healthy life. I recommend you start every morning with physical activity. Drink water in the morning. Say a prayer. Do a workout which will awaken your body so that your etheric channels broaden and let through a lot of energy. Eat right. We talk about all of this, and I teach all of this at our seminars because it is very interesting, and most importantly, it's helpful. Secondly, imagine that a healer heals someone, and at this moment he's thinking about a quarrel with his partner, or about problems in his family, or about his children misbehaving. If the healer's attention at that moment is not directed toward the patient, but toward the situation that he is thinking about, the patient just doesn't get that energy. Would you want to go to a healer like that? I don't think so. So you and I as healers have no right to think about our own things, to think about ourselves during the healing ritual. We are only to take the flow of energy and direct it to our patient.
Online course. Great knowledge of the most successful people in the world is collected here. Register for the course.
Your heart should be attuned to prayer and to higher power that governs our destiny. If we experience negative emotions such as being angry or resenting someone, it takes away our healing power. It also blocks the tap through which the higher power transmits energy to us. We just cannot heal. On the contrary, we can bring some evil spirit into a person. Like, for example, the spirit of resentment. Can you imagine? A patient comes to you and you give him your spirit of resentment? That's terrible. But we will not do this because we will observe the cosmic laws of healing. And right now, I would like to remind you once again, my dear, I strongly advise you not to heal people with whom you are not connected by karmic ties. Heal your relatives or your partner only, and yourself. Now let's make a diagnosis together. First, let's determine if you feel the power of healing in your hands. Before we begin, aggressively rub your palms together. Aggressively. More, 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 more. Warm up your palms so they get fiery hot. That's good. Now, spread your palms slightly apart. Do you feel the tingling? Do you feel heat? Do you feel a dense ball of energy? Now, feel how big it is. I'm determining how big my ball of energy is. The ball of healing energy in my hands right now is this big. I can heal 20 people at a time with this energy. That's very good. And what is your ball of energy? The level of your healing power depends upon that ball of energy. It can gradually increase, so I recommend you do this healing action every day. Rub your palms together, form a ball of energy, and feel it between your palms. I am now forming this little ball of energy. I'm taking less energy for now. You feel like you're holding a ball in your hands. When you get the feeling of density, it means you are beginning to feel your energy and you're ready to manage it. Now put this energy ball to that place on your body where you feel discomfort, or to that part of the body where the organ which is bothering you is located. For example, your heart. Take a breath. Breathe in this power, this energy, and feel this energy spreading to your heart with an exhale. Or perhaps in your liver, or in your lungs. Choose that part of the body or that organ that bothers you. Did you get it? Make 7 energy circles, form 7 balls of energy, and breathe in this power. My dear, after the healing session, it is very important to perform purification by the elements: earth, water, and fire. It works if you heal only yourself or your loved ones. In order to purify yourself after the ritual of cleansing or healing others, you need a much more powerful system, which unfortunately is not taught in any courses. Naturally, Alice did not know this either. Only shamans know this ancient method. So when Alice brought her niece, I performed a healing ritual. I took this spirit and relocated it, banishing it to an old stump. The spirits of the lower world took away that disease through the stump at once. Unfortunately, you cannot learn it anywhere. This is a special ancient art. Only at seminars do I talk about it. In general, my dear, you must learn it for several years. Thank God Alice's niece had been healed, and Alice now says, God, I now understand all these cosmic laws. I want to be trained. And she continues her training. My darling, remember that it is very important to observe these cosmic laws. I want to remind you that you should heal only yourself or your relatives.
Amulets and talismans. Amulet for children, partner and parents. Express your love for them with this amulet. Register here. Individual session. Where is the source of your financial energy? Reveal your superpowers and help yourself and your loved ones.